I'm Emma. Today I'm going to talk about why your perfect planning kills motivation. If you can't watch the video right now, just keep listening closely because the real value is in the insights. So what if I told you that your obsession with perfect planning is the very reason you're stuck? That every time you color code your calendar, rewrite your to-do list, or research the best productivity app, you're not getting closer to success. You're quietly sabotaging yourself. Sounds harsh, right? But stay with me. Because once you see what's really happening in your brain, you'll understand why your motivation keeps collapsing and, more importantly, how to finally break free from the cycle. Let's be honest. Planning feels good. When you sit down with a fresh notebook or a shiny digital app, your brain lights up with possibility. You imagine your future self, organized, disciplined, unstoppable. And in that moment, you already feel a little accomplished. That feeling is dopamine. The same chemical that makes scrolling social media addictive is also triggered when you write out a flawless plan. But here's the cruel twist. Your brain doesn't know the difference between imagining progress and making progress. So, you get the chemical reward without moving an inch in real life. And the more detailed your plan, the stronger the illusion. This is why you can spend hours tweaking a perfect system, yet end the day frustrated, drained, and somehow guilty for not actually doing anything. But it doesn't stop there. When you aim for the perfect plan, you fall into a dangerous loop. Psychologists call analysis paralysis. Your brain keeps telling you, wait, don't start yet. You're not ready. You need more clarity, more certainty, more research. So you add another layer, one more book to read, one more template to download, one more productivity hack video to watch. And while you're busy preparing to start, your motivation quietly slips away. Because motivation doesn't survive in stillness. It thrives only in movement. Think about it. When was the last time you felt truly energized after making a giant plan? Compare that to how you felt after taking just one messy, imperfect step forward. There's no contest. Action always beats planning. Why perfection destroys motivation? Perfection in planning creates unrealistic expectations. Your brain sees this flawless roadmap and assumes reality will follow the script, but reality never does. So, the first time you miss a step or life throws you a curveball, your brain interprets it as failure. And failure hurts more when it shatters perfection. That's why so many people give up after the first setback. It's not because the goal is impossible. It's because the plan was too fragile. Think of motivation like fire. Perfect planning is like building a giant bonfire structure, symmetrical, stacked just right, waiting for the perfect spark. But you never light it. And by the time you try, the wood is damp, the wind is wrong, and the whole thing collapses. Real progress comes from striking small matches again and again, until the flame grows on its own. What is the hidden cost of overplanning? Here's something most people don't realize. Perfect planning doesn't just waste time. It actually drains your energy. Every decision you make, even small ones, costs mental fuel. It's called decision fatigue. When you spend hours debating, you're burning the same energy you could have used to actually work on your goal. By the time you're ready to start, you're mentally exhausted, and exhaustion kills motivation faster than anything. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You sit at your desk, determined to finally make progress. You open your notebook or app. You spend 30 minutes making the plan look beautiful. You feel a little buzz of pride. Then, nothing. You check your phone. You get distracted. Hours pass. At the end of the day, you look back at your masterpiece of a plan and think, why do I never follow through? That guilt you feel? That's the pain of wasted potential. And it's the pain thousands of people silently carry every day. How do you escape this trap? How do you stop being addicted to perfect planning and actually build momentum? Let's talk solutions, real, practical steps. 1. Set planning boundaries. Give yourself a hard limit, 5 minutes to plan. That's it. Use a timer if you have to. Your brain will scream, "That's not enough." But that's exactly the point. You're training yourself to plan just enough to act, not enough to daydream. 2. Start with micro commitments. Instead of designing a perfect roadmap, choose one ridiculously small action you can complete in less than 2 minutes. Send the email, open the document, write one sentence. It might feel laughably small, but here's the secret. Once you start moving, your brain shifts gears. You stop living in fantasy planning mode and enter real-world action mode. 3. Embrace imperfect execution. Here's a phrase to tattoo on your mind. Sloppy progress beats perfect potential. Your first attempt doesn't need to impress anyone. In fact, it shouldn't. Because messy action creates feedback. Feedback creates learning, and learning creates real improvement. Perfection, on the other hand, creates nothing. 4. Use the one-step rule. Whenever you catch yourself overplanning, stop and ask, what's the next physical step I can take right now? Not tomorrow, not next week, not when I've researched 5 more strategies. Right now. If the answer is make the call, pick up the phone. If the answer is write the title, open the doc and type it. That's how you break the cycle. 5. Redefine success. Here's a radical shift. Stop measuring success by how closely you stick to your plan. Start measuring it by how often you recover. Missed a step? Great. How fast can you get back on track? That resilience matters more than perfection ever will. When you let go of perfect planning, something amazing happens. You free up energy. You feel lighter. You build momentum without even realizing it. And momentum is addictive, but in the best way. Because once you're in motion, motivation stops being something you have to chase. It starts being something that chases you. Let me be real with you. I know this isn't easy. I know the comfort of perfect planning is hard to give up. It feels safe. It feels like control. But safety and control are illusions if they keep you stuck. So here's my challenge to you. Tomorrow, when you feel the urge to make the perfect plan, catch yourself. And instead, do one small, messy action immediately. Write the first line, take the first step, make the first move. And then notice how alive you feel compared to the emptiness of just planning. Your future self doesn't care about your flawless planner, your neat lists, or your perfectly highlighted calendar. Your future self cares only about the actions you take today. So stop worshiping the plan. Start honoring the action. Because in the end, motivation doesn't die from failure. It dies from waiting. Don't just plan a better life. Live it, starting now. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever fallen into the trap of overplanning? Do you recognize yourself in what I just described? Share your story in the comments, because your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. And if this hit home for you, subscribe to the channel.